Vermithor, the Bronze Fury, and the second largest dragon in the series after Vhagar. The dragon that used to belong to King Jaehaerys I. Why did this dragon choose Hugh Hammer? Who exactly is Hugh Hammer's mother? And is it because Hugh has a rightful claim to the Iron Throne that Vermithor, the dragon that belonged to the longest reigning king in Targaryen history, understood this and that's why it chose to bond with Hugh? This season, we learned a lot about dragons. Most importantly, we learned that the bonding ritual happens with these older dragons if they choose you. So why did it choose Hugh? Hey guys, I'm Shalon. Welcome to the Bin Zone. On today's video, we're breaking down exactly who Vermithor is, its previous rider, as well as the connection between Hugh as the rightful heir to the Iron Throne. So let's just dive into it. Vermithor is the second largest dragon in the Seven Kingdoms, formerly belonged to old King Jaehaerys, the old man king from the first episode of House of the Dragon season 1. And as the dragon of the king, he ended up becoming one of the largest dragons in the realm, to the point where Jaehaerys was willing to take him in battle to fight Balerion, the biggest dragon that ever was, even bigger than Vhagar, just to show you how powerful Vermithor is. And in the 60 years that Jaehaerys has reigned, Vermithor has stood as a symbol of power for House Targaryen and a symbol of strength for the rightful king of the Seven Kingdoms. But after Jaehaerys died, Vermithor went decades without a rider because it would not allow anyone else to claim it. Why is that? Why, when so many other Targaryens tried to claim Vermithor, they all failed? We even saw countless of dragon seeds die in season 2, episode 7 of House of the Dragons, because Vermithor understands regality. But even then, Vermithor might be one of the most domesticated dragons in all the realm because of how King Jaehaerys was known as the conciliator, and the fact that Vermithor was around humans for so much of its life. It is agreeable to human presence. It's not gonna attack anyone unless they try to claim it, as we saw in this last episode. And it can read and understand human emotions because Jaehaerys was just one of those kings that ruled in that fashion, and people connected to Jaehaerys. That's why he had the longest reign and the most peaceful reign in the entire Game of Thrones universe. From Aegon the Conqueror all the way down to Robert Baratheon, no one has a longer reign, a more peaceful and understanding reign, and a regality and power to them. Vermithor understood this. But why Hugh Hammer? Throughout this season, we've been following Hugh's story. He's been around Aegon Targaryen, and now he's been around Rhaenyra Targaryen. He, as well as Ulf, have been around both lineages, yet both of them have a stronger connection to the crown than both Aegon and Rhaenyra. As the season unfolded, we saw Hugh as a common blacksmith with no money, no claims, no power. And he did everything he could to make sure his family survived as best as he could, to the point where his daughter ends up dying because of starvation and they have no money. All of this while he stands as the grandson of Jaehaerys Targaryen, meaning that he is cousins to Daemon and Viserys, as well as being cousins to Rhaenys, the queen that never was. His mother was the bastard child of the great King Jaehaerys, meaning that his mother technically had a claim to the Iron Throne when Jaehaerys had no more heirs and no more sons. Because his daughter existed, and because Viserys' father and Rhaenys' father were dead, that means that she would have to be regent queen until Hugh came of age. This is shocking. This news is mind-blowing. He has the deepest connection to the Iron Throne, and that is why Vermithor chose Hugh. Because Hugh is the closest blood bond left alive to King Jaehaerys, the bond between dragon and dragon rider is so deep. Throughout House of the Dragon, we see how deep that connection goes. They feel your pain, they feel your joy. The connection is on a deeper level, and it can persist even after death. With the bonding of Seasmoke and Adam, we saw after Laenor died, Seasmoke found the closest relative to Laenor it could, with the closest sensibilities, and it chose Adam and bonded with Adam. The same thing went for Silverwing. Silverwing, the partner of Vermithor, found Ulf the White in the cave, and instead of devouring him, his connections to Queen Alysanne caused Silverwing to bond with him. And in the case of Hugh, Vermithor was killing every dragon seed there. All of them have some semblance of Jaehaerys' blood, but not that direct of a bond. Not to the point where Hugh is a direct grandson of Jaehaerys. Hugh's mother was his daughter. Vermithor could feel Hugh's blood, smell Jaehaerys. Even before it started its massacre, it always knew it wasn't going to bond to anybody else. It killed almost everyone there except for Hugh Hammer. And with Hugh having that connection with Vermithor, we see Hugh has a different side to him than the other dragon seeds. Hugh's willing to do whatever it takes to get what he wants. We saw in episode 6 how he knocked out another commoner for a bag of carrots. He is not above doing what's necessary to get what he wants. And now he has the biggest dragon in the realm. Especially the way he talked about his mother and their lineage, the way he felt and the way he kept it a secret, how his mother instilled in him that they are no better than him. Viserys and Daemon are no better, meaning the Rhaenyra is no better, and their claim no more just than his. Hugh is going to want the Iron Throne. Hugh is going to have the biggest dragon, and this is what Jace, Rhaenyra's son, was warning her about, and now we have to deal with that potentiality. But maybe not. We'll see. But hey guys, that's just my thoughts about it. I'd love to hear your thoughts about it in the comment section below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and until next time, binge on.